Cold War. A time of secrets, a time of fear. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a dangerous game. But this wasn't just about bombs and spies. Behind the Iron Curtain, a different kind of battle raged. A psychic war. Both superpowers poured resources into a hidden world. They wanted to unlock the secrets of the human mind. Could they find people with extraordinary abilities? Could they use these abilities for espionage? The CIA and the KGB, the respective intelligence agencies, searched for psychic spies. They wanted to know the enemy's plans. They wanted to see into their most secret places. This is the story of that secret war. This is a story of remote viewers and psychic spies. It's a story of real events, mixed with mystery and speculation. It's a journey into a world where the line between reality and the paranormal blurs. Imagine seeing a place you've never been. Imagine knowing things you shouldn't know. This is the promise of remote viewing. It's the ability to see things far away, using only the mind. Remote viewing is a form of extrasensory perception, or ESP. It suggests that the mind can transcend physical limitations. It can gather information from anywhere in the world, maybe even beyond. In the context of espionage, remote viewing was a tantalizing possibility. Imagine having a spy who could infiltrate any location without leaving a trace. They could access confidential documents, observe enemy movements, all from a safe distance. The potential of remote viewing captivated both the United States and Soviet governments. It launched them into a race to harness this power. Project Stargate. That was the code name for the CIA's secret program. It investigated psychic phenomena, specifically remote viewing. The program began in the 1970s. It continued for over 2 decades. The CIA recruited individuals who claimed to have psychic abilities. They wanted to see if these abilities could be honed into a tool for espionage. Some of these individuals, later known as remote viewers, produced astonishing results. They described remote locations with surprising accuracy. They even seemed to access information hidden within enemy facilities. One famous example involved remote viewer Pat Price. He provided detailed descriptions of a Soviet weapons facility in Siberia. Price's information was so accurate that it raised alarm bells within the intelligence community. Had the Soviets developed a new and dangerous weapon? The answer, as it turned out, was yes. Price's remote viewing had seemingly uncovered a secret Soviet project. The Soviets were also deeply invested in psychic research. They called it psychotronics. The KGB, the Soviet intelligence agency, had its own program. They wanted to create their own psychic spies. The Soviets believed in the potential of psychic warfare. They saw it as a way to gain an advantage over the West. They even experimented with using psychics to influence the minds of their enemies. While much of the Soviet program remains shrouded in secrecy, stories have emerged. There were rumors of psychic assassins and mind control experiments. One story tells of a Soviet psychic who could allegedly stop the engines of tanks from miles away. These stories are difficult to verify, but they highlight the Soviet Union's intense interest in psychic phenomena. Section 5. A psychic arms race, US versus USSR. The Cold War became a psychic arms race. The US and the Soviet Union both feared falling behind in this new and strange battleground. Each side poured resources into their respective programs. They were determined to outdo the other. This competition fueled a period of intense research and experimentation. It pushed the boundaries of what was known about the human mind. But this race was shrouded in secrecy. The public knew nothing about it. The very existence of these programs was a closely guarded secret. Only a select few knew the truth about the psychic spies. Section 6. Science or fiction? Debating psychic abilities. The world of psychic espionage is a controversial one. Many people are skeptical of claims of ESP and remote viewing. They argue that there is no scientific evidence to support these abilities. Skeptics point out that many of the successes attributed to remote viewing could be explained by other factors. These factors include chance, lucky guesses, and even unintentional information leaks. They argue that the human mind is prone to seeing patterns where none exist. They suggest that the desire to believe in psychic phenomena can cloud judgment and lead to false conclusions. Despite the skepticism, proponents of remote viewing argue that there have been too many successful experiments to ignore. They point to the anecdotal evidence and the testimonies of those who have witnessed these abilities firsthand. Section 7. Myths and legends. The enigma of psychic espionage. The world of psychic espionage is full of myths and legends. Stories of psychic spies and mind control experiments have captured the public imagination. These stories have become part of Cold War folklore. One such legend is the story of Nina Kulagina. Kulagina was a Russian woman who claimed to have psychokinetic abilities. She became famous for her alleged ability to move objects with her mind. While many dismissed Kulagina as a fraud, some believed she was the real deal. They argued that her abilities were a testament to the untapped potential of the human mind. Whether true or not, stories like Kulagina's fueled speculation about the extent of Soviet psychic research. They added to the mystery and intrigue surrounding the psychic arms race. Section 8. The Legacy of Stargate. Pop culture and beyond. Despite its termination in 1995, Project Stargate continues to fascinate. The program's legacy lives on in popular culture, inspiring countless books, movies, and television shows. The idea of psychic spies has become a staple of the spy thriller genre. From The Men Who Stare at Goats to the Stranger Things series, the concept of government-funded psychic programs continues to captivate audiences. The legacy of Stargate is more than just entertainment. It raises important questions about the limits of human perception and the potential of the human mind. It challenges us to consider the possibility that there may be more to the world than meets the eye. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring mystery. The story of the KGB's psychic spies and Project Stargate is a journey into the unknown. It's a story of secret government programs, psychic abilities, and the shadowy world of Cold War espionage. While the scientific community remains divided on the validity of psychic phenomena, the possibility of their existence continues to intrigue. The stories of remote viewers and psychic spies serve as a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world that we do not fully understand. Whether you believe in psychic abilities or not, the story of the psychic arms race is a fascinating chapter in Cold War history. It's a story that continues to spark debate and fuel our imaginations. And perhaps, just perhaps, it holds a grain of truth that is stranger than fiction.